too. So I was able to go out there and attack the zone, and it was just it was a good team win.
Were you looking to not swing at the plate? Is that a kind of coming off the injury?
I mean, I think that I took some good takes, but I was seeing the ball really well today. So, in that second at bat, I just couldn't pull the trigger. I wanted to swing, but I just do some fastballs right there. I just couldn't pull the trigger on them.
Thank you.
Yep.
Justin, you're up.
Hey, Taiwan, what are your feelings as a teammate when you see guys who have stepped in like McKinney, Drury, guys like that step up?
Man, it's just kind of been that next man up mentality. We know we got a lot of injuries right now, but every guy that's come in and that we've acquired or came up from the minor leagues, they've all done their part, and we've all just kind of had each other's backs, and that's what makes teams great. When guys come up and we're going through a tough stretch with all the injuries, but guys are just coming and we're going every day, grinding and battling. It's such a good feeling, especially as a pitcher. We're going out there to put up runs for us, so it's been really good.
And how do you prepare for the weather with it being kind of cold and wet out there?
I mean, you just kind of have to block it out. Mentally, you just have to go out there and just, pitch your game and not really focus on the weather. When you start focusing on other stuff other than, attacking the zone and pitching, that's when you get in trouble.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
Taiwan, thank you. Have a good night.
Sick. You too. Thank you. Good afternoon.
Welcome, James. Members of the media, if you'd like to ask a question, please use the raise your hand feature. Your first question tonight comes from Tim Healy.
Hey, James, what was different for you tonight offensively that allowed you to do that?
Honestly, it's more just continuing to work and continuing to do the things I've been working on. And it really, it came together in tonight's game.
How badly did you want to triple there in your last couple at bats?
I thought about it, but honestly, it's more about just putting good swings on the ball, and whatever happened, was going to happen.
Thank you.
Justin, you have the next question.
Hey, James, with all these new parts, Louise is talking about how you guys have kind of had to assume a new offensive identity. So how did it feel to kind of have an outburst like this?
Yeah, no, I mean, it was really nice. It's taken us a while to put together a game like this, but being able to put up runs, guys coming through in big spots. I think, what was it, 1 through 6, 1 through 7, whatever it was, had an RBI tonight. Everyone contributed. That makes it a lot of fun in the dugout.
Does it kind of take the pressure off after you guys had kind of had to scrape out runs in the past few games?
Yeah. Hitting is contagious, and you could kind of see it tonight. You see, hit after hit after hit, and guys kind of roll like that. And that's just the way the game is. So I've been real proud of the way our offense has scraped out runs when we could, but then tonight, like you said, breaking out like this, it makes for a fun night.
Cool. Thank you.
Your next question is from Ed Coleman.
Hey, James, you've looked pretty comfortable over at first base from the start, but how much more comfortable do you feel there after getting a number of games under your belt there?
Yeah, the jitters that I had that first game definitely aren't quite the same. And you start to get a little more comfortable. But at the same time, it's something that I'll continue to work at. Just to have that in the bag of tricks a little bit.
Next up is Jerry Beach.
Hey, James, kind of piggyback on that. Who in the team and maybe who even outside the team has helped you out this week with this rapid acclimation to a new position?
Yeah, D-Star's done a heck of a job. We talked at length before the first game, and then we've done a lot of early work. And then Pete has done a phenomenal job, kind of picking out little things to help me with. And he's been, right there by my side, first guy to give me a high five, first guy to congratulate me on different plays. But, really it's been a team effort from D-Star to Pete to, even the guys that are hitting fungos in early work. It has meant a lot.
Have you been surprised at all? I don't know if that's the right word for it, but for lack of a better word, by how quickly you picked it up, considering you had never played there before and you're learning in a span of days and going to play in a Major League Diamond?
I have confidence in myself. But no, it's something that, I didn't just start taking ground balls all of a sudden, 4 days ago, and here we are. I've always gone out and taken ground balls and talked to different infielders through the course of my career about what they think about and, just the mechanics of doing things like that. So I wouldn't say that it's, something I just randomly picked up. I guess it's, the first time I've had game action, but I've gone over there and messed around on certain days, especially during spring training days where I'm not playing, go over there and take ground balls.
Back to you, Tim.
How did the dugout like Cameron Maben's scorched single there?
That's probably my favorite hit of the game. What he's been going through to finally get the monkey off your back, if you will. It's one of those things that until you've gone through it, you don't really understand the pressure that continues to build and build and build until you get that first hit, and then it's just like a huge weight off your back. So seeing him continue to take good swings, continue to put together at bats, and then finally to get that hit, that was awesome to see.
Thank you very much,
James. Thank you very much for your time.
All right, y'all take care.
One, two, one, two, one, two.
We can hear you loud and clear, Jonathan. Thank you for your time.
Over here.
Media, if you'd like to ask a question, please use the raise your hand feature. Your first question is from Anthony DeComo.
Hey, Jonathan. Obviously, one home run tonight, but you came close to two others. Did you think either of those other two balls were out?
Por poco diste dos jonrones hoy. No, diste un jonrón, pero los otros dos por poco salen. ¿Tú pensaste que esos se iban a ir también?
Mira, si tú supieras que el primero que di por el right field, ese fue que yo sentí que era más seguro que el segundo, pero así Dios lo quiso. Y nada, vine con la fe en alto para hacer buen ajuste en el segundo y me salió, gracias a Dios.
To be honest, that first one, that was the one that I thought that I really hit out. That one felt way better than the second one, but that's how God wanted it. So I made the adjustments in that second at bat, and I was able to hit it out there.
And also, what has allowed you to kind of take advantage of all this playing time you've been getting? Obviously, in spring training, it wasn't clear how much you would be able to play, but you've been playing every day. How much, or what have you been able to do to take advantage of that?
¿Qué tú has hecho para coger esta oportunidad y tener éxito como tú tenías?
Nada, siempre esperando mi momento, esperando el momento. O sea, yo sé quién yo soy, o sea, yo sé que puedo ayudar al equipo y gracias a Dios, o sea, he tenido la oportunidad de mostrarle que puedo ayudarle y aquí estamos, ¿sabes? Para lo que necesite siempre el equipo.
It's just I haven't really been doing anything. I've just waited for my moment, waited for my opportunity. I know the type of player that I am. I know what I'm capable of doing, and I just wanted to have that opportunity to be able to help the team win, and that's what I've been doing, just taking advantage of that.
Hey,
Questions
está
from
bueno,
Greg.
está bueno, me gusta.
Jonathan, what's the feeling in the dugout on a night like tonight when guys are contributing up and down the lineup?
Y ¿cómo qué es los sentimientos ahí en el dugout cuando todo el mundo en el line está haciendo bien y está teniendo el éxito ahí bateando?
No, eso es lo importante, ¿sabes? Lo importante es que el conjunto, ¿sabes? Siempre tenemos la frente en alto, ¿sabes? Eh, Mayormente tú sabes que somos peloteros jóvenes, ¿sabes? Que tienen hambre y siempre vamos a estar al 100%, ¿sabes? Hacer lo que en verdad nos toca hacer, ¿sabes? En el momento de que empiece el juego y gracias a Dios todo nos está saliendo como queremos.
No, it's a great feeling. We're in that dugout. We're together. We're united. We have our head held high. We have a lot of young guys in there who want to do well, who have that hunger to do well, and we go out there. We do what we have to do, and that's what happens.
Yes. Jonathan, thank you for your time. Good evening, Billy. Members of the media, if you'd like to ask a question, please use the raise your hand feature. It's located underneath the reactions tab. Your first question comes from Justin Toscano.
Hey, Billy, what goes through your head when you crank one like that?
I don't know. That's one of those things that it's just that moment where you look back and just it's already gone. I wish I kind of had a second to think about it, but I was just glad I was able to get that one out and help the team.
How would you describe the atmosphere in the dugout as you guys start to pour it on there?
I mean, the atmosphere is great here. I love it. Everybody's got so much energy. Even the guys on the DL are just, they're just keeping the team so pumped up. Obviously they're frustrated they can't play, but they're keeping the vibe loose and easy, and everybody's just having a lot of fun. It looks like just from what I've seen so far, and I've been having fun just getting to know everybody, and it's just been a great atmosphere, I'd say.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Your next question is from Anthony DeComo.
Hey, Billy, when you first come to a team like this, obviously, you're looking to have personal success to stick. All these guys have been here longer than you. How long does it kind of take to get ingrained in that sort of like, all right, I'm a part of this. Let's go. We're on a winning streak now. Let's win games as a team.
Yeah, it's kind of like a surreal feeling, I guess, at first, and then, but everybody's just been so welcoming and just helping me out throughout this whole process, and just making everything easier for me. So, I'm starting to feel welcome, and with open arms, and I just feel like everybody's been great and just helped me through that process.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Billy, thank you very much for your time.
All right. Thank you all.
Louise, thank you very much for taking the time tonight. Members of the media, if you'd like to ask a question, please use the raise your hand feature. Louise, your first question tonight comes from Justin Toscano.
Hey, Louis, with so many good aspects of that offensive performance, what was your favorite?
Well, my favorite thing is that everyone in the starting lineup got on base or got a single. I'm including Walker in there because he walked too. So that's encouraging to see. Everyone brought a good approach. We walked a few times that were key. The homers, you got to stand that out. That's something we haven't had all year. We haven't hit for power. We've been walking, getting our singles, and that's how we've been manufacturing runs. But the homers hit tonight. That's pleasant to see. They're putting good swings. There's more conviction to what they're looking for, and they're finding it. That's what's going to translate into hitting for power. When you're looking for a pitch and you find it, you're just exhausting everything to that pitch. So McCann, you got to single him out, right? Just good approach against a guy like Ian Anderson, who's a tremendous pitcher, starter, and the whole pitching staff for the Braves as well. Just guys put really good at bats and really good swings. So overall good approach. But you gotta talk about McCann having his best offensive game with us so far.
And then when you guys can beat a team like the Braves, a division rival, by this many runs without a lot of your main pieces, what does that do for a team's confidence?
Well, it builds a lot of confidence from the offensive standpoint. That's something that we have not done in the season so far. So I think he just shows everyone, our position players, our hitters, that what they can do. Facing a guy like Anderson once again, and facing some of the guys they face out of the bullpen too. So I think he definitely boosts confidence, but at the same time, we got to go out and do things. We got to come back tomorrow and do our thing. We're facing Max Fried tomorrow, and so we know that we had great battles against him offensively. So we got to prepare for that one. This one, guys are celebrating, they're having fun in there, but we just got to turn the page real quick and prepare for Max Fried tomorrow again.
Thank you.
Ed Coleman, you're up.
Hey, Louis, you've been kind of waiting every game for one guy to come through with, a hit to get you going. So what did it feel like tonight to have everybody contribute and put up some crooked numbers in several innings?
Well, it's great. It's great to see different guys, right, contributing. I know we talk about McCann having the big night at the plate, but Francisco getting his homer, right, getting his bunt down, with the shift. A couple of guys tried it when they saw the Braves shifting against our lefties, and I'm glad Francisco got his down. But different guys, came through. Nito 2-out clutch hit, and then Billy McKinney with the 3-run homer. McCann, Villar square some balls up tonight. So just a lot of guys put really good swings tonight. That's something that we haven't had. So I think it's a really good game. It's a really good example for the guys just to slow things down offensively and be able to translate that into the next day. That's what we got to do now. The consistency part from an offensive standpoint, that we can come in tomorrow and do the same thing and trust us as an offensive unit, that we can also hit for power. We can drive some runs, not only walks and singles, which is the way that we've done it. So it's really good. I'm proud of the guys. They connected really well. This is a tough team to play against. From an offensive standpoint, they're tough. You know how tough their lineup is, and you know how tough their pitching is. So I'm glad the guys play the way they played tonight.
How'd you feel about Maben's ball as it rolled down the third baseline?
That was good. He needed that. He squared one up the other day, and he was knocked down by the third baseman. Shortstop forced that home plate. We thought that was going to be his first hit with us, and it didn't. And then today he gets 20 hopper infield hit. So it's baseball. It happens. Sometimes it goes that way. I'm just glad he got it out of the way. Everyone was all smiles and celebrating it for him. So, good game. Got on base 3 times, and score a few. So, good game for Cameron. That's something that we're looking for to see him do.
Tim Healy, you have the next question.
What did you think of Walker?
Walker was tremendous. The velo again, Tim, playing a big role for all the other pitchers to play as well. I think he's up to 97 tonight, so that's encouraging to see coming out of the IL. The original plan was for him to go 5/75, similar to what we did with Jake, and he got just above the 75, and but he got the 5 in. I mean, his command was good. The fastball was carrying. He's putting well, and secondary pitches were well. And I gotta also single out his ability to hold runners. You know, something that he hasn't done really well in his career, and he's done it really well for us this season. And he held the ball well, threw over a few times, and he gave Nito a chance to throw out Acuna in the first inning. So, you know, overall, just a good outing for him.
Did you guys tell him not to swing, or is that just something he was doing on his own?
Yeah, today he was told not to swing. So he was. If we could have gotten a pitch there, I think he was going to bunt it down. Even though the bases loaded too high, just to put the ball in play and see what would happen. But he was disciplined enough just to lay off and draw the walk there.
Thank you.
Tony, you're up.
Louise, it feels like every time Lindor has homered this season, people want to say, okay, like now he's going to get into that groove. Is there anything you've seen over the past few days, over the past week, that makes you think that this could be the time for him?
Yeah, I feel really good right now watching him use the big part of the field. I mean, the homer was to right center. It wasn't to right field. So for him to stay in the gaps and to take a couple of swings in that direction, I think he says a lot right now that he's in a better place. So you can see him, you know, kind of like coming now, up and coming with his approach. A lot of good things are going to happen if he stays like that, you know, and just doesn't try to force to pull baseballs. And I think tonight he did it. He took some really good swings, and I think everything was just going towards the big part of the field. And that's where that barrel stayed through the zone, and he was able to drive the ball out over the right center field wall. So, you know, it's good swings tonight. It's definitely encouraging to see. So let's see if he takes it to tomorrow as well.
Thank you.
Luis, thank you very much for your time tonight.
Thanks, Zach. Good night, guys.
Members of media, that concludes tonight's post-game Zoom. We will close the Citi Field press box at 12:50 a.m. Thank you and have a good night. See you tomorrow.